South American football has its bizarre ways, and often the international media is intrigued by them. Years ago, an incident in one of the most nerve-wracking derbies between two Argentinian sides caught the media attention and attracted locals who were strolling past Buenos Aires. That's because fanatics who supported one of these clubs decided to organize a spooky public funeral. In today's episode, PELEJA Radar tells you about one of the scariest nights in Argentinian football. Avellaneda, Buenos Aires province. Two opposing fans with only one thing in common: hatred for each other. On one side, Racing fans who wear blue. On the other, El Rojo, which stands for the Red Independiente. This colossal rivalry added a unique chapter in 2013. Independiente had a run of poor results in the national championship and ended up relegated to the second division. You may have seen this specific element in the stadium to celebrate the opponent's fall, a coffin painted with the rival colors. Well, the Racing supporters decided to push this idea further right after Independiente was relegated. They decided to organize a funeral for the recently relegated team. Racing fans took the streets of Avellaneda to orchestrate a funeral procession with death-related artifacts and coffins painted with Independiente's red. Local passers-by were scared by this so-called funeral, and the fact that the streetlights were off turned things even scarier. The local press accused Racing of being complicit and not interrupting the spooky event. Locals also blamed the police that allowed the funeral to take place. But wait, because there is more. The funeral attendees walked towards the Racing Stadium where the home team played Unión Santa Fe for their last round of the Argentinian Championship. Inside the stadium, the funeral kept going. The fans wore black over the traditional blue, paying respect to the dead. They also lit a fire corridor surrounded by black smoke. The Barra Brava band played a funeral march, while a fan dressed as the second division ghost represented Independiente locking himself into the coffin. Have a look at the atmosphere. The press criticism on the police got even louder as fans were allowed to enter the stadium carrying objects that should be prohibited under the competition rules. At the halftime, fans sang more chants to celebrate the Independiente's passing. As the stadium lights faded, the environment became darker and the stadium speakers started playing sad lullabies. Is it possible that the club's directors were involved as well? On the next season, Independiente returned to the first division, but they had to hear a new chant created by their rivals. The song toast El Rojo relegation with Vine. Subscribe to PELEJA Football and see you next time.